Ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọ bụ na unu nọ n'elu ụwa n'okpuru anyanwụ, ekele m unu, ndewonu. Ozi a ga-egbu ya nkenke. We'll make this message very short, very brief, because many of our people have no idea what is happening, what is brewing. We have been played into a major conspiracy, a strategic plot, a written script by the same enemies, adversaries of our race and of our people, of our common good. You have seen what is happening in the political arena. All of a sudden, the British summoned Peter Obi to 10 Downing Street, and they laid out a script, and he was fooled and deceived by that script, not knowing. It was a script of enslavement, a conspiracy hatched against our people, against our destiny, against our freedom, our sovereignty. The British can never wish good to any people, and not even to us as a people. We are their mortal enemies because our rising will signify their falling. I repeat, the rising of Biafra will signify the falling of that empire. Nanya, the coming of Obi was to draw our people, to suck out our people, to give our people a false hope, a mirage, something that will look achievable and reachable and touchable, but will never be achieved or reached or touched. Our waste a time, a sensitive time, a prophetic time. Yahshua did Berakwasa that the children of Israel knew not the time, the hour of their visitation. This is our hour of visitation. Obi is to draw our people into the elections, which is what they are almost succeeding. And nobody is reasoning or reflecting or rationalizing. Nobody is measuring, weighing, or defining what is playing out. It's a written script. And this is a 30-year cycle and curse that is the problem of the country and upon Nigeria. 1963 record, 1993 record, and the next 30-year cycle will be 2023. These are not coincidences, these are mysteries. These are encoded mysteries. They are all written in the books. Now, mgbe I mere someone Obi to number 10 Downing Street, that he has no chance in PDP. They know already he had no chance in PDP because the flag bearer of PDP will be Atiku. All this was written in the script. The flag bearer of APC will be Tinubu. Even though in the end they will leave Tinubu with an empty house, an unrealized dream and ambition that will send him to his final grave that he has been avoiding. Now, Atiku is the anointed of the Fulani Caliphate, the evil marauders. Now, Haman and Diani will not vote in the coming election, which will cause a constitutional problem. No matter how much they rig, the whole of Biafra land would have been under lockdown and there would be no election. And it will be watched and observed globally. And in order to suck our people out and into the main arena of the game of play, political involvement was to bring a man whom they had taken the time to prepare. So our people must wake up, seek for the black god before the night falls, use our tongue to count our teeth. Mara that it is either now or never. What we mean is, it is not 4 years of Obi, because there would not be. And even if there were to be a 4 years of Obi, what happens thereafter? There was 6 years of Jonathan, and nobody remembered that 6 years again. Remember that. There was 6 years of Jonathan, and it took them only few months, 2-3 months, to erase everything, to rewrite, reverse, and continue with the agenda that was paused decades and decades ago, for which they have been longing for. And Agbaro know that these people want to hold on to power for the next 50 years to establish their evil empire. If they kill 1 million of us, the world is not going to come. It happened in Rwanda. It happened in Sierra Leone, Liberia. We are on our own. We have to rise. The time is upon us. We cannot be deceived by Peter Obi presidential ambition or the carrot of Igbo presidency or anything whatsoever. We cannot. If we miss this hour and this time, we will wallow in misery, agony, poverty, destruction, and domination by the enemy. And what we do today is not only for our sakes, but for those who are not here, for the children yet unborn, for the generation yet to come, and who will rise, who will come on the scene, on the stage, and will remember that this particular generation did not set out. And they will be glad and grateful that this generation passed the torch of liberty, of freedom, of sovereignty to them. We must not pass the torch of slavery, of weakness, of fear. Fear can ruin a race and a people and reduce them to nothing. Many races have ceased to exist. Some have been wiped away from the stage of the world and from the stage of time, and their place and land taken by others who understood the game that ought to be played in the time. Our people must understand the game that has to be played now. We have to understand the game that is playing out right now. We cannot be sucked in by the evil imperialists because their time is over. They know. Oge nyere ha agụgo, and they know. They are hanging on borrowed time, and we will not take our time of liberty and surrender it. We will regret forever. The generations coming will not forgive us easily. The battle that we fail to fight, the generation may fight it, but the honor will be taken away from us and given to that generation. Our honor is to rise and to fight, rise and to defend, rise and stand upright, and stick together as a people. Obi presidency, whether realized or not, will not take us anywhere. It will confuse us, make us drop our guards, and make us to be vulnerable when all is said and done. And mark these words again. There will be killings of our people during the elections and after the elections in the West, in the North, everywhere. Then, Ogabafo, everybody nanya. Those who fail to listen now will listen, but it will be too late then. They will be seeking the black goat after the horrible dark night has fallen. My people, Up Biafra, wake up. Ndewono.